Day to all the mothers. I told you guys that since it was the month of May and it's Lupus Awareness Month, that I was going to cook a meal every month and talk about the different types of lupus. Last week we talked about the lupus that I have, and it's the systematic lupus, and it affects every part of your body. This week we're going to talk about the lupus that affects your skin, and it's called the cutaneous lupus. If you notice, people with lupus, they have, looks like on their faces, it's like holes in their skin. They call it a butterfly rash because it starts right here at each corners of your nose and it goes around, and your nose is like the body of the butterfly, and the rash goes around. That's another sign of, that's another type of lupus. It really messes up your skin. Like, for example, the lupus I have, it messes up my skin as well. The only difference is I didn't get it on my face. I got it on my legs. I don't have on any shoes, you guys, today because my feet are swollen. But I got it on my legs, and it leaves like my feet look like I just been walking in the desert. It doesn't matter how much oil I put on them. That's one of those signs of lupus. Our meal for today, you guys, is gonna be something simple. I was gonna do some collard greens and stuff like that, but my mood changed, so I decided that I would do something easy and simple. I'm gonna make some chicken Alfredo right here. Even though this chicken is already, like I said, it's Tyson's chicken, and it's already diced up, you guys, as you can see. It's real good, but I always season it up myself. I have the shrimp soaking here in the sink in cold water and salt, so you can kind of get the iodine out of it. That's what the shrimps look like. I have my boiler here, and I didn't turn it on because I wanted you guys to see. In order to stop your noodles from sticking, you add a little oil to it. So that's what I did to that. I couldn't find any frozen broccoli. To remind me some dishes. I couldn't find any frozen broccoli, so I had to go with the fresh kind. So I'm gonna work on that as well. And we're having dinner rolls. So let's get started on this meal. I'm gonna go ahead and put this broccoli on. It's already cut up for me. All I have to do is put it on and steam it. So the way I'm gonna do that is I'm going to pour in some cold water. And you guys, they're real big pieces. So I'm going to kind of cut them down like that so that it won't be too overwhelming on my dish. And after I get through cutting them down, I'm going to rinse them off. I have a friend that has the type lupus that affects your skin, and she's having problems with it. Her flares comes up like that, and yes, we talk about our differences, our different types of lupus. She's had it longer than I have. I've been knowing this young lady over 30 years, so I knew what it was about lupus. And for those who do wonder what happened to Trick Daddy's skin, that's the type of lupus Trick Daddy has as well. it's not that, it's not because he did drugs or anything like that. It's just the type of lupus that he has. You guys, I'm cutting this broccoli because it is so big. And so it takes away from the meal. That's why you see me cutting it up. But it's fresh broccoli. It's just not the frozen kind that's already cut. So I'm having to do a little altering with it.
Four Corner says, Happy Mother's Day, Queen Tanya D.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys, I am a mother of 3. I have 3 children. I have 5 grandchildren, all boys. My oldest is almost 34, and my youngest is almost 14. I have 2 boys and a girl. Everybody's in the city of Alabama. I'm sorry, in the state of Alabama, but my daughter, she's stationed in
Hawaii.
She is also a mother of a little handsome fella. All of them are handsome, but she has a son. My oldest son has 4. So you guys, as you see, I washed my broccoli. So I'm just gonna go and steam it. I got my water on. And I try not to use a whole lot of salt, white salt, iodine salt. Try not to use that. So I have this Morton's Make a Season All. It's pretty good. It's not real salty. And of course, my garlic powder.
Brittany Wells, the mommy motivator, says, Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you, Brittany. Happy Mother's Day to you as well. I know this chicken is already cooked, but it's not good without the garlic, y'all. I love garlic, so, and it's good for the high blood pressure and all that other good stuff. And just to give, I always do that. Just to give it just a tad bit of kick. This Creole season, I found this is by Spice It, and I found it out of Piggly Wiggly, and I love it. I love it. I'm gonna put a little bit in my hands. It's not just seasoning. It's got herbs and peppers and everything in it, so it's real good, and it's cheap. It was like $2, so it's cheap. So it gives it a little kick. And with my broccoli, I hope I don't get a copyright for this, but I watched Trick Daddy, and I used to boil my shrimp, you guys, to get some of the iodine out of it. So now I just, he showed us how to, just let it sit in cold water and salt before you cook it, and pretty much take it out. So I learn something new every day. I be watching TikTok too, y'all. So I got,
Joe's in Hawaii says, Good morning, Miss Tanya.
good morning, aloha. I think I said that right. So
Aloha, everyone in here. Mm-hmm.
So butter in my I love butter on my broccoli. And y'all, the eye's not on because I'm thinking like, why is it not cooking? Well, I have to turn it on first. So I have that going. I'm gonna use this spoon right here, and I'm just gonna stir that in a little bit and take a plate and cover it so we can get a steam going out of it. I'm getting ready to do a little something with my chicken. As you guys can see, it's seasoned. I got a lid for this one. Put a little water. I put water in it because it's already frozen. So when it cooks down, it won't go to sticking. And I'm stirring in it, you guys. I don't know, it's not a good day for me today. Because I haven't turned it on either. So,
Wonderful Frugal Mama says hello.
hello, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. But you guys, just me recently, a couple of years ago, being diagnosed with lupus. I tell everybody, it's a life changer. It's a life changer. It has really changed my life. It has really given me perspective on life. Maybe it rained. And I appreciate it. In order to deal with anything, the first thing that I heard was you had lupus. The second thing I heard was you can live with it, but it's not a cure. So I cover that so it could cook down too. So you guys, when I went to the store, I guess everybody in Alabama had the same perspective or idea of what they wanted to cook. So,
Phyllis, you and Cookie. From Phyllis.
any fettuccine noodles. So we're gonna have to try with spaghetti today. And that was all they had. It was. I started to do it with the shell. It was something I haven't done before, so I didn't try it.
Lakin says, hey, Tanya Rob in chat.
Hi, Lakin. Happy Mother's Day to you. Thanks for joining us. So, I'm gonna make this many noodles. Some people use mozzarella. I have done that. I'm not a mozzarella cheese person. So, with that being said, we're gonna have the Hawaiian rolls. I've already put a little oil on them.
She said, happy Mother's Day to you as well.
Thank you. I really didn't have to cook today. I was blessed. My sister ordered dinner, so I'm just making this because I promised I was gonna try. Every Sunday I was gonna try to do a live, and I think it's 4 Sundays in this month, and we was gonna talk about the 4 different type of lupus. So I talked about 2. The one that I have, the systematic lupus, that affects every part of your body. With systematic lupus, you can get the rash. I got them on my leg. It affects your heart, your lungs, your kidneys, all your major organs, your muscles, your bloodstream. It affects everything. So when I found out I had lupus, the COVID hit, and I got real nervous. Yes, I did catch it. I've caught it twice, you guys. And so far, with the blessing of God, I overcame it. It's several different types of medicines that you take with lupus. I take 2 lupus pills. I'm doing pretty well with them, you guys, because one of them I was taking 1,500 milligrams a day. I'm down to 5. I take microphenolate, and it's supposed to suppress my lupus. And then I take the hydroxychloroquine, and it's supposed to keep your system where you can, I kind of help build the immune system so you can kind of help fight. Not only do I have to take that, I developed blood clots. They have detected that the blood clots was not from the lupus, so that's a blessing. So with me not having the blood clots with the lupus, I don't have to do infusions. So but I have to take a blood thinner the rest of my life because I developed blood clots, and I don't know how. They don't know how. They still haven't figured it out. But it was just the grace of God that it was caught. I think it started one Friday. Rob and Jay had went on a field trip, and I was cleaning house, getting ready to go back to work on October the 23rd, 2019, and I started having pain in my knee. So I just figured like, okay, I'm having pain in my knee. I had came off of my pain meds on my own because I was doing better. I was walking around. I was just getting myself ready. I got a good report about 3 days, about 3 weeks before then. He told me I was doing well. He upped my medicine and wanted me to get it. And I told him that my leg was hurting, and he said it's just the muscles from the lupus. That's what my rheumatologist told me. So when I got up, I had cleaned house. I was washing clothes, and my knee started hurting. And I just was going through the motion. That was a Friday. That Saturday, my leg was about the big that it is now. And I couldn't put any pressure on it, so I called the rheumatologist and I asked him, what do I need to do? By that Sunday, I had to have help going back and forth to the bathroom. And he said, his words to me was, double up on your pain pills and come see me Monday. I did that all weekend, you guys. I got up Monday. I was in so much pain. I got up Monday morning about 4 o'clock. I hopped myself into the shower, hopped myself out.
So Courtney says hi, Tanya and Queens on chat in the chat.
Hello, welcome. Happy Mother's Day again.
Hi, Miss Tanya, Rob, and everyone. Happy Mother's Day. Passing through with some love. I'm going to work.
Thank you. Be safe.
That's Miss Ruthie.
Hi, Miss Ruthie.
I ain't seen you in a long time, Miss Ruthie.
Thanks for coming by in my chat. So you guys, Monday morning we dropped the kid off at school. We made it to the doctor's office. By this time my leg was about that big. I couldn't put any pressure. I was in a wheelchair. We sat in the doctor's office and waited on him for over an hour and a half. He couldn't get a blood pressure on me because my pressure was super duper high. I was in a lot of pain. I couldn't stand the touch. He said, couldn't get the tech on the phone, so go to the emergency room. I'll let them know that you're coming. He did not, you guys. He did not. I got to the emergency room. There was a man in front of me. He said, go ahead, you look like you're in more pain than I am.
Miss Ruthie said she took some time off, right? New job, new hours. Okay, Miss Ruthie.
Okay, congratulations on your new job.
Mm-hmm.
and I got into the emergency room, and they took me in to get a CT. When I came out from the CT, they said, we moved you to another room. I have blood clot from the top of my knee all the way up to my lung on the left side. I was in ICU for 3 days. They told me when I came home from the hospital, he said, you come home on a walker, there's nothing we can do. The leg is messed up. You'll be walking with a walker. We're going to send you to therapy. Well, that's one of the things he said. So I started developing fluid on my
She said,
left.
thank you. Feel better, Miss Tanya.
I am. I had developed fluid on my left side. And I ended up having to have a stent put in. But as I told you guys earlier, none of this came from the lupus. But some lupus does cause this blood clot. As you guys can see, my shrimp, they're real clean. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add them to the chicken. My noodles are getting ready. As you guys can see, look at the chicken. So it's time to add the shrimp to it. Y'all saw I washed my shrimp. So it's just like...
Oh, that what the thumbnail was last time.
What?
The chicken and shrimp.
As you guys can see, it looks so good. This time I used the extra small ones. I don't know why I did. I just grabbed them. I said, I'll try these. So if you see, I wish you could smell it. So I'm going to let these simmer down just a little bit. So they can get the little pink out of them and turn like they're supposed to. Take that off. My noodles are getting ready. Look at them, guys. They're getting there. So this time we use spaghetti noodles. I'll let him tell you guys how it tastes.
Feast with Cornelius says, we pray for your strength in Jesus' name right now. We pray.
Thank you.
Amen.
I need that. I really need that, you guys, because I have had a pretty good moment today. My mood has changed tremendously. I have really been feeling some type of way today. So just keep me in your prayers. I need them. I try to go on and be as strong as I can and do the best that I can with what I have and what I can do. I've been a mom a long time, and I tried to be the best mom I could. I worked for my children. I did a lot of stuff for my children. I put myself behind so I could take care of my children. My oldest son got sick, and I was in school trying to finish up my education, and I quit because he needed me more than I needed that degree. So children don't remember the things that you sacrificed. They just get angry at you for a minute because, you know, it don't work that way. So that's the kind of way I felt today. But I'm okay. I'm okay. Because I know that I have done the best I could as a mom. And like my mom said, all that I have not done for them, figure it out and do it for yourself.
Buddha says, hey, many prayers.
Hi, Buddha. I haven't heard or seen you in a while. Hope that everything is going well with you. Thank you for coming through. And I want to thank everybody for coming through. Because you guys, lupus and MS are the type of diseases that they do not have a cure for.
Prince Daniel says, hey, everyone. Oh, Miss Eat to Live Strong, she got MS.
Yes. And they don't have a cure for it.
Shout out to her.
So they're trying to see if it's genetically. And I tell everybody, it's like, I can't tell you guys where do I get it from. My mom, my birth mom, She passed when I was 4 years old. So that was in 73. So that's like, during that time, they wasn't checking for everything. So I don't know. So I've gotten in this study that UAB. UAB is the top-notch hospital here in Birmingham, University of Alabama, Birmingham. Give a shout out to them. They're okay, but then they're excellent because they always try to research something to figure out where it comes from. So yes, I do. I get in a lot of research programs because I want to know. I want to know, is this something that I'll pass on to my kids? Is this something I'll pass on to my grandkids? Or is this something that may skip a generation? So if it takes them taking, they take blood every 3 months anyway. So if it takes them taking 3, 4 more extra tubes to figure that out, I'm all for it, guys. It's no medicine. They give it to you to suppress it, but like I said, everything that you take got a side effect. Because the first time I took it, it took my hair out. So if you know anybody with lupus or MF, be patient with them.
MS.
MS. What I say? MF. MS. My words tangled up today, guys. So here's the shrimp and chicken together, you guys. Here's the shrimp and chicken together. And of course, y'all, I'm not going to eat none of this until tomorrow. Because like I told y'all, my sister, shout out to my sister. She has a whole layout at mom's house. So I'm going over there and eat like the rich people. I'm going to have me some Texas Deep Brazil, some Edgar's Bakery cupcakes, some chicken rolls. She got everything laid out. So I'm going to keep this fat belly to go to the west side.
Goodbye. Joe's in Hawaii says feel better, Miss Tanya.
Thank you so much. And we're going to let them two have this. I'm going to put my rolls in, you guys.
Hello, sis. It's Korea Donna. Goodbye, YT. Hello, everyone.
Hello. I still have 2 shrimp, y'all. I didn't see those. So I'm going to wash my strainer out. Because it's time for me to strain my noodles. I'm going to wash this bowl out as well. And I'm going to mix. You guys, if y'all haven't seen on my YouTube channel, I'm going to go and say something about these too. I'm going to take these probably on the 4th Sunday. And I'm going to make waffles and bacon for the children's church at our church. It was a recipe where you take the maca white. It asks for just a half a cup of milk and no eggs, but you put the eggs in there to keep the fluffiness in it. And I make waffles. And it seems to be a joy for the kids. So I hope it's a joy it's a joy for my kid. I hope it's a joy for these kids. So I'm gonna try it on them and see how it goes. I wonder could I make a deal with Martha White. Okay guys, I'm gonna drain these noodles. As you see, I put that oil in there, all of them came out, nothing stuck. So that's what the oil is for.
Go ahead, Trick Dad.
And as you see, my broccoli is steaming. It smells so good, you guys. But it takes it a little while. So this eye is kind of small, so I'm going to move it over to the big eye. Because it's taking it a little while to steam. Turn that one off. So I'm going to check on my chicken and my shrimp, which it looks good. So I'm going to turn it off as well. But I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do. I have a large jar and a small jar. So I'm going to go ahead and mix some of this Alfredo sauce. I always use the Great Value kind because it's cheaper and it tastes the same to me. So I'm going to go ahead and mix some of this in here together. So I can already start my mixture. So see, I kept my broth from my chicken that I made. And I simply made a chicken broth by putting my seasoning on there and putting a little water in there. And it made a broth. As you guys can see. See, made a broth.